for Boys. Boys back to the blue line for Kratz. Kratz to Boys again. Boys to Kratz. With some opening, Kratz makes the face, he scores! Zabumafu, it's Marcus Kratz! His 10th of the season. Far side now for Pereira. Pereira walks the line, leaves it for Kratz. Kratz walks in, takes the shot, saved by Mullen, rebound, they score! It's a hat trick for Dylan Roussel!
Huge game for Dylan. Powassan has now taken 2 of 3 against the Rock so far this season. 4-1 the final. Okay, cross-border battle of the Birds as the Eagles and the T-Birds hooked up in Michigan. And the visitors actually draw first blood as Aiden Atkinson tips home the pass out front to make it 1-0 for the Thunderbirds. Midway through the frame, though, Carter Huxon redirects it past Ryan Hicks to knot it up at 1. That's his 6th tally of the season. And then the Eagles go on a run.
He looks for Stawozinski. He finds him. Stawozinski all tied up on the way to the net. There it is! Huge play! Huge play! Now back out for the Eagles. Quick look, Caulfield.
Oh, we got numbers.
Yeah! There it is! He's taken out of the play. Now turn the other direction by Nemechek as he comes in with Clark. Him and Clark with a tap. Couldn't quite find his man. And there it is! That's going to be a goal.
The T-Birds would add 3 in the third, but it was too little too late as the Eagles cruise to the 7-4 victory to take the border battle. Let's take a look at the standings then. Take a look at that battle for 8th spot as Kirkland Lake draws even with Blind River with their victory over them last night for 28 points. Sudbury leading the way, followed by Timmins, then it's Hearst. The Voodoos, the Thunderbirds struggling a bit right now, as are the Paper Kings. Then it's the Eagles who are doing great, 8-1-1 over their last 10 games for 7th spot. Your updated scoring leaders, Nolan Newton, tied with Matthew Comeau on top with 76 points. Then it's Cameron Menard with 62, Caden MacArthur of the Rock with 60 points, and Dax Klinkhammer of Sudbury to round out your top 5. Today's game previews brought to you by Rogers. Great deals happening now. Rogers, shop today. Blind River looking to get back on track in their quest for a playoff spot. They will be taking on Powassan. Now, the teams have actually split 2 games so far this season, but the Beavers are 3-7 over their last 10 after that loss last night, while the Voodoos, with their win, are 8-2 over that span. Iroquois Falls are desperate for points in their push for the playoffs, but they are facing a Hearst Lumberjacks team that has gone 3-1 against them so far this season, and the Jacks 7-2-0-1 over their last 10 games, while the Storm not doing so great, 2-6-2 over that span. Espanola taking on the Sioux Thunderbirds, 2 teams that are struggling a bit at the moment. The T-Birds are 3-1 against the Paper Kings thus far on the campaign. Sioux 4-4-1-1 over their last 10. They lost last night. The Paper Kings 3-5-1-1 over their last 10. And Timmins taking on French River. This one might get a bit scary. The Rock are 3-0 against the Rapids this season, outscoring them 25-6. Timmins, though, has lost 3 of its last 4 after getting their 21-game winning streak snapped last week, but French River on a 20-game losing streak right now. A couple players with the longest point streaks in the league at the moment. Nolan Newton, he picked up his 100th NOJHL goal on Thursday. He's got 25 points over his last 11 games. Lucas Lowe was on a 9-game point streak. Unfortunately, that got snapped last night, but Lucas over that time had 13 points, 3 goals, and 10 assists over those 9 games. Okay, your primetime player from last night, a few great performances, but Vive Hickey, what a rookie season he's having for Kirkland Lake. Instrumental in that big win over Blind River last night. 4 points for Vive. He had 1 goal and 3 assists. And your play of the day, brought to you, of course, by BrokerLink. Auto, home, and business insurance. BrokerLink, life is confusing. Your insurance shouldn't be. We've seen Marcus Kratz score some outstanding goals this season. This one will rank right up there.
Back for Boys. Boys back to the blue line for Kratz. Kratz to Boys again. Boys to Kratz with some opening. Kratz makes some space. He scores! Zabumafu, it's Marcus Kratz. His 10th of the season.
And that's all the time we've got for today. But just a reminder, all throughout the season, to stay up to date on everything that's going on with the NOJHL. Be sure to check out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.
Good evening and welcome inside the Powassan Sportsplex for Saturday night hockey in Powassan. The Voodoos, coming off a big 4-1 victory over the Timmins Rock last night, are taking on the Blind River Beavers, who at this point I'm sure are having a bit of a season that they would hope to rebound in the stretch here towards the playoffs. But they've got a tough test with the Voodoos right now, and especially Dylan Roussel, who's coming off his first career hat trick, helping them beat Timmins. He's from Algoma Mills, which is right outside of Blind River, and as an affiliate player, he scored his first NOJHL goal with the Beavers in 2023-24. As the game day video mentioned, the Voodoos are 1-0-0-1 against the Beavers this season, falling 1-0 in overtime in Blind River in early November. They found their offense in a decisive 7-2 win in Powassan on November 22nd. And speaking of hat-tricks, Pavel Barclay had one in that game. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long, and Ben will get your thoughts here quickly before the national anthems.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Dylan Roussel, him and Marcus Kratz have had quite a run here over the last few games. You could say they've had a bit of a fairy tale right out of a story from Mother Goose there. That their point totals have been astounding when you pointed them out before the game to me.
Yeah, we'll get into that in just a moment after we hear the national anthems here. So we'll be back with more on the other side of this. All right, and welcome back after the national anthem. So as we mentioned, those two players, Dylan Roussel and Marcus Kratz, have really taken off since December. Dylan Roussel, 8 of those assists and 17 of those points have come in the 14 games he's played since December 3rd. He also scored his third goal for 34 points on the season. In the same time frame as Roussel, he has scored 7 of those goals, 13 assists for 20 points in 13 games. So those guys have really taken off along with the team. In that time frame, the Voodoos are 10-3, 1-0.
Yeah, when you have a defense pairing scoring at that rate and still keeping their own end safe, you're going to do well.
As we get set here, the starting goaltender for the Blind River Beavers is Mason Janicki. He's 7-11 on the season with a .345 goals against average and .906 save percentage. The Voodoos netminder, same netminder as last night as it rolls in on him, is Derek Champagne. He's 14-5 on the season with a .278 goals against average and a .919 save percentage. The Beavers in their road reds for the second half of the season are going left to right, and the Voodoos in their home whites are going right to left.
And this game is going to be a good one, as there's a few returning Voodoos on the Beavers roster, and the Voodoos himself have a returning player. Last night, I believe, was his first night dressed.
Yeah, they brought in back Bruce Gray in the game last night, and On the other side, he's not playing today. Patrice Lafontaine, who attended camp with the Voodoos, and Jeffrey Boats, who scored a nice between-the-legs goal in Kirkland Lake earlier this year, is playing for Blind River. And the Voodoos, as Marcus Kratz is in, gets the puck in tight. However, that was Bradley, and he lost the puck. Now Owen Head flipping the puck in. The Voodoos, Owen Head has been a great addition to this team as a rookie. The Voodoos have a couple of players in the top 10 in rookie scoring, and Braden Bagley and Dylan Roussel and Jax Pereira. Ben Jasoni with the puck. Keep in mind, Pereira hasn't played for 2 months this year because he was with the OHL's North Bay Battalion.
Yeah, you know, he's, had he been here all year, he'd be the leading rookie scorer in this league, I'm sure.
Lefebvre with a shot, can't quite get that one through. Lafon with it. Now it's Bond Senior. Bond Senior getting around in the corner. Tried to get it back to Lefebvre. Now Bond Senior has it in his skates. Bond Senior tried to find his man Gray, but he lost the puck as Hill takes a healthy whack at him. Bond Senior now, far side to Jasoni. Jasoni flipping that one back. Got it to Gray. Gray looking for the stretch pass, and he found his man, but they're going to call that one offside, and that one I have to agree with. Lefebvre got the puck, it bounced off him, and that's just as he went off by about half a step.
Yeah, that was awfully close.
It was.
But that was definitely, he may have even been pushed offside, but even pushed offside is offside.
It all counts in horseshoes and offsides.
Yep.
Coming in for the draw is the aforementioned Pereira. He's with Saginaw and Dawson, this offensive line for the Voodoos. Dawson's coming up on 100 points. Russo, if he gets 1 point, will hit 100 points in his NOJHL career, the captain of the Voodoos. Saginaw to the far side. He tried to get his man. Now it's going to come around to McDonald for the Beavers in the Voodoos end. Played it to Pereira. Pereira back for Bagley. Bagley with some speed out of his own zone. Plays it up for Dawson. Tape to tape. Dawson in on the outside. Takes a sharp angle chance. Rebound was right there, but it bounced away. Now in the corner, Pereira plays it out for Saginaw. That was just out of his reach. The puck bounces away from him, and Lafon going the other way. Lafon walks in. He tried to get a shot away, and the puck is going to go high and off the meshing and out of play.
And that was a great rebound chance that Pereira had, but it was just off his backhand side. If it would have on his front hand, that would have been in the back of the net. I'm certain of it.
Now, Ben, you've been out of commission since before December, so you've kind of missed this new look Voodoos lineup.
Yeah.
A little bit. One line that's I think you're gonna enjoy is the Russo, Kupel, Bradley line. As a shot from the point is turned aside by Champagne. That line just grinds you to a pulp, man. That I was talking about. Excuse me.
Looking at just knowing the players on that line, it's when I saw Bradley playing with Russo, it's like, ooh, this is going to be a tough line for anyone to play against.
I wouldn't want to be out there, that's for sure. But I don't want to be out there on a good day.
Yeah.
Puck bouncing down the ice. Roussel, who had a hat trick. Did we mention that in last night's game? Nice nifty little move, but he loses an edge. Now Kratz coming in for help. He lost the puck. Puck thrown to the front of the net. It didn't get there. Now Burnett back to the point is Schultz, who took a shot. That one took a bit of a weird bounce into the end wall. Blind River still with possession. Now it's going to go back behind the net. Roussel chasing after it. Roussel off the glass to the point. Schultz keeps it in. And Voodoo's getting hemmed in their zone here. Rojo Bolton, the former French River Rapid, had the puck for a moment. Now it's to Burnett. Burnett throws that one cross ice. Boys is out of gas, so he's just going to go for a change. Now Blind River trying to get a piece of it and get it back in. Kratz. He also scored a nice goal last night. Kupel somehow gets around a check, gets it up the ice for Bradley. Bradley lost it though. Kupel overskated it. Russo with some speed coming back for it. Now McLean lost the puck. Russo trying to get it down the ice. He does. Kupel has it bounce away from him. Bradley plays it to Kupel. Kupel to Russo. Good chance. Good save made by Janicki as the Voodoos get their second shot of the game away. Almost 4 minutes in. Jasoni in his own zone. Down the ice, Bradley. It hits off a linesman. And that one's going to go for icing. Bradley has a couple of words, but now the Beavers will get an offensive zone draw.
And that was such an odd shift there where the puck was hemmed in the Voodoos end for so long, but I think they had control of the puck longer than the Beavers. They just weren't able to get out of their own zone. And every time they try and make a move, the Beavers would knock it off their stick and throw it across the ice and kept it in there, but there wasn't a whole lot of real threat during that shift.
No, a lot of stuff was kept to the perimeter for sure. As LaFawn takes a shot, that one's blocked by Bradley. One thing that the Voodoos have done a really good job of since the beginning of December, as well as the team has taken off, is active sticks, blocking passes, and blocking shots.
And those are all the cliche things that you talk about when you talk about your team needing to do better, and they're cliche for a reason, and we've seen that here.
Lefebvre takes a hard hit right in front of us, but the puck gets down the ice, and the Beavers pick it back up. And they flip it into the Voodoo zone as they gain the red line. Now it's Brown, plays it to Bagley. Bagley up the ice for Bond Sr. He has some space. He's going to flip it back, but that's a good stick by Cowan. Hill, he's going to dump that one in. Brown will chase after it in his own zone. Brown got it up for Bond Sr. Bond Sr. on his backhand, got it across to Bagley. Now Bagley's going to flip that one in cross ice. And he'll roll in on Janicki. He didn't have it, though, as the puck is loose. Now Bond Sr. picks it back up. Back to the point for Roussel. Roussel tried to feather it out front. He does. Bond Sr. with a chance. That one's blocked. Now Head trying to keep the puck in. It's knocked down the ice, though, and he plays it at the Beavers bench. Picking that one up on their side of the ice. And that was LaCroix. Plays that one back in. Roussel has it behind his net. Plays it up the ice. They're looking for Bond Sr. They do. Bond Sr. walks in, takes a shot. Janicki got that one high in his glove. Plays the puck, though, as there was only one Voodoo near him. McDonald down the ice quickly. Walks in, takes a shot. That's blocked by Roussel. Now the puck out front. Big hit leveled behind the net is Pereira. Pereira with some speed walks in. Puck bounces away from him. Delayed offside coming, though, and now the Beavers going the other way. Kratz blows a tire walking in as the Beavers.
We got numbers.
Takes the shot. It's off the post. What a move, or what a moment there for the Beavers as Kratz blew a tire. They would have had numbers going the other way anyways. Dawson tried to get a shot away, but he fanned on it. Now Saginaw picks it up. Saginaw throws across ice. Jasoni tried to set it to the middle of the ice, and we're going to get a call here. Our first penalty of the game looks like a hooking call. And based on the equipment on the ice, I'm guessing it's going against Blind River because Dawson's glove found its way to the ice.
Yeah, it was when he tried to take a shot there is when the arm went up, so there must have been, I couldn't see through the camera, but it looked like there was a hook that happened at that time.
All right, Voodoos, who scored once on the power play last night, will get a chance here. 6 minutes into this game. Still no score, although the Voodoos lead 3-1 in shots. Bradley on the draw, wins it back to the point. It's Bagley. Bagley back for Saginaw now. Saginaw sharp angle chance, and that one's off the wall and down the ice. Champagne out to play it. Plays it on the backhand to Bagley. Bagley. Up the ice for Jasoni. Jasoni. Bit of a different look here. He wasn't on the power play yesterday. Plays it back in for Bradley. Bradley. Back to the top of the zone was for Saginaw. Back for Dawson. Now it's Bagley at the point. Bagley to Dawson. Dawson got a shot away. That one's blocked. Back to Bagley. Bagley near side for Saginaw. Saginaw fires. He scores! The pride of Pittsburgh. Saginaw with his 24th of the season, and the Voodoos are in flight. It's 1-0.
That was just really a great setup and such a great shot from a pure goal scorer's positioning.
Saginaw showing great spirit with that shot, getting it past the goalie. Again, his 24th of the season. What a great goal.
Yeah, puts him at 53 points on the year and 28 games played now, counting today.
I think that's wrong. He's played almost every game. That's got to be 38 games.
Either way, that's a lot of points and not many games.
Our roster sheets sometimes, man, I tell you. There's one thing. It's the roster sheets. Barclay now, back on the rush. The Voodoos trying to get another chance. It's knocked away, though, and Gray will play it. Gray playing it back for Burnett. Burnett chipped it in. Now Boyes sends it down. Gray to Burnett. Burnett broke his stick, and the puck's given away to the Beavers. Burnett goes off for a change, and the Beavers going the other way. Beavers got it to Barclay. Barclay. Now the stick of Burnett causing some havoc out there with the skating. Barclay dumps that one in. Going after it is Bradley. Bradley chips it out front. No one was there, though. And the Beavers pounce. That's Lascelles. He plays it behind the net.
Bradley has to be one of my favorite players on the Voodoos. Just the way he plays is how I like hockey players to play the game.
He's tough, and he's not afraid to mix it up, that's for sure.
And to come out last year where he wasn't playing necessarily every game to how crucial he is now playing on the first line, getting power play time.
And he's wearing a letter.
Yep.
Russo, speaking of letters, going for a skate, still looking for his 100th point. In the corner, puck is back. Roussel to Bradley at the point. Bradley let a shot go, that's blocked. And down the ice, good stick by Bradley, negated a good chance for Hill. Hill throws it out front, no one was there. Now it's picked up by Kupel. Kupel takes a hard hit right at the Voodoos blue line, but he gets back up. Now Schultz with it. Schultz down the ice, got it to Hill. He's going to chip it in. And chasing after that one, again, the Beavers getting the puck in. That's Dundas. It's picked up, though, by Rousseau. Rousseau got it back to the point. No one was there. Shot from distance. Missed the net. Cowan gets that one in deep. Back out front for Cowan. Didn't get a shot away, though. Now Bradley. He's just going to gain the red line, dump it in, and the Voodoos are going to go for a change. Down the ice. Off the stick of Brown, though. The Beavers tried to dump it in. Didn't go very far, but it's still kept in the Voodoos zone. However, Brown has possession up for Bonsignor. Bonsignor cross ice looking for Lefebvre. Lefebvre gains the red line, dumps it in. Bonsignor. McDonald, as the Beavers pick it back up. Leighton Hurst got it down the ice, is picked up by Lefebvre, though. Lefebvre in his own zone, flips it down the ice, gets it to Head. Head with a shot, he picked his corner. Janicki didn't go down. He was in the right position to make that save, but the puck still just flew by him. Now it's a high sticking call against the Voodoos, so we'll get a stoppage here at 10:36 of this first period.
And that shot, I thought that had top corner marked all over it and went just above it.
Yeah, like Janicki was standing up, so that was right because the puck was going up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looked like from where we were, it had eyes for that top corner.
We have the Jax Pereira, Ryan Segna, Caleb Dawson line out right now.
This line, man, when it gets going, I mean, Saginaw's already got a point in this on the power play. Just you wait. When this line gets going, they're scary.
Yeah.
Down the ice, the Beavers clear it. Bruce Gray played for 3 teams this year now. Iroquois Falls, and then a quick stop in Espanola before the Voodoos picked him up. And by quick stop, I mean a whole 2 games.
That's enough for a cup of coffee.
Again, having the puck was the Beavers, but then Pereira muscles his man off the puck. Now it's Dawson. Dawson walking in. Dawson tried to feather it back for Jasoni. Gets it out front. The Beavers are there, though, and they clear the zone. Now it's Roussel. Roussel up for Pereira. Pereira walking in. Leaves it back for Dawson. Dawson with a shot. Kick save made by Janicki. Second chance also saved by Janicki. On the rebound from Pereira. Kratz. He takes a hard hit. Throws that one in deep. Lafon gets to it first, though. Sends the puck down the ice. Boats was there. Now Barkley with a nice little spinorama to get away from him. Dumps it in. Jeffrey Boats, the former Voodoo. Again, scoring a very highlight reel goal for the Voodoos in Kirkland Lake. Cowan, or McLean rather, lost the puck. Now Kratz still has it. Kratz up for Roussel. Back to the point. Shot, awkward looking save made by Champagne, but save made nonetheless. And we've now reached our midway point of this period with 8:57 left. And we'll be back with more on the other side of this.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
What's that, sir?
And here we are back at the Powassan Sportsplex in our little commercial break here. We've got a few seconds left on the clock. We got 6-2 is the current shots. The Voodoos are up 1-0 in this game against the Blind River Beavers. And yeah, we're having, I think, a great game so far. It's been some good action in terms of physicality,
it's been exciting for sure.
And I mean, yeah, like you mentioned earlier, I've missed a handful of games since I've last been here, and the Voodoos seem to have really stepped up the way they're playing, that they're looking like a true dangerous competitive team.
Again, in 14 games since December 3rd, the Voodoos are 10-3, 1-0. So that's a good way to pick up points in the standings. You've picked up points in 11 of those 14 games.
Yeah, I mean,
out front for Bradley trying to get a shot away.
They come off as a jazz xylophone player hitting all the notes.
Another chance, and that one's put aside by Russo. He was full of all the words here tonight. Opened up his thesaurus before he came to the game. Had to step it up because you missed a couple.
Well, I got to get my words in, right?
Puck down the ice, McLean with it. Flips that one in. Champagne thought about playing it. He does play it anyways. Plays it around to the near side for Roussel. Roussel up the ice, got it to Bond Sr. He's going to chip that one in. And they're going to call that one icing. Bond Sr. pleads his case.
No, looks like they might be calling a penalty. Oh, no, they're just pulling guys off the bench. Okay.
I was going to say, I don't know what happened on that play to warrant a penalty, but hey.
There was a line change, so I wasn't sure if there's maybe too many men at some point, or...
Owen Head in for the draw against Hill. That's Ryder Hill. Gets it back to the point. Blind River Schultz sends it as a stick goes flying. That's Dundas's stick. He picks it back up. Near side, Bond Sr. picks it up. In his own zone, flips it down the ice. Picked up by Schultz. He's going to flip that one back in. Now Kratz settles it down, plays it, or rather that was Roussel. Plays it up for Kratz. Kratz lost it though as Danilov is set down by Roussel, and that's going to be a penalty coming against the Voodoos here as Dylan Roussel lined up his man and took him down. What a hit.
Yeah, the Powassan crowd is not happy with that call, but I don't think I would argue it too much if I was...
Looks like they're calling charging.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he did tag him pretty good in that one, though. Now, he looks like he's laboring a little bit in the penalty box.
Yeah,
there.
Roussel's down a little bit. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Well, the Voodoos scored on their power play. The Beavers now get their first chances. The Voodoos are going to clear that one right down the ice. Janicki out to play it as the puck slowly gets to him. He just leaves it instead. That's LaFawn down the ice. He lost it. Russo got it back for Bagley. Bagley's just going to dump it in. Behind the net. Again, the Beavers come out. LaFawn with it. Plays it up for Hill. Hill nearly went offside. Was the other players across the ice, but doesn't matter as the Voodoos quickly get to it and set it down the ice. 40 seconds already gone on this man advantage. Now LaFawn walking in. LaFawn to the far side. Stopping and turning. That was Cowan back for LaFawn. LaFawn for Gravel. Gravel with a shot. That one's off the side of the net. Head chasing after it. And he's going to send it back to the blue line, but not out as it's caught by the Beavers. Gravel at the point again. Walking in. Looks out front. Try to get a tip chance. And now Head is going to send it down the ice. And Janicki's out to play it. Janicki with Kupel getting in there. Kupel chasing after it, grabbing the puck. He's going to come away with it, and he's going to play it up front. Was looking for Pereira, but it wasn't quite on target. Now Jarrett with it. Out for Rojo Bolton. Rojo Bolton stood up at the line by Pereira, but he holds on to it. Rojo Bolton to Schultz. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. Rojo Bolton walks around his man, gets a shot away. That one's kicked aside by Champagne. Rebound chance. It's also theirs. They keep digging at it. Champagne standing tall. Another chance. Schultz got it. Now Lefebvre will pick up the rebound, and off he goes. Lefebvre gaining the red line as he knocks down Schultz. Rojo Bolton has the puck. He takes a hard hit from Lefebvre as well. A little ball of hate on this shift, it looks like. Rojo Bolton, 5 seconds, and we're back to 5-on-5. Voodoos convincingly killing off this penalty, aside from maybe a couple of hairy seconds there. Now Kratz with it. Up the ice, he found Barclay, but Barclay was in a bit of an awkward position, so he just dumped it in. Now Burnett with it. Barclay rather, played it out for Barclay. Now it's far side. Kratz with a shot. Save made by Janicki. Back the other way, the Beavers go. That pass will be out of the hands of who it was the intended target. That was
Lozelle?
no, I'm totally lost here. Caleb Walker, that guy, yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way, that was, a great penalty kill by the Voodoos, but Rojo Bolton looked really dangerous. He did. A skilled player with the ability to hang on to that puck. He got hit a couple times, was able to just kind of bounce off and keep making plays.
27 points for Rojo Bolton as that one hits a weird bounce from a tip off the stick of Roussel. Back to the point, Kratz sends it back in. Rojo Bolton, 27 points in 31 games, the former French River Rapid. And with the way things have been going in French River, you think that they might need him right now, as they're taking on Timmins today at home. And that one might be, as Alex Bashavansky said, might get scary quick.
Yeah.
Although Timmins has lost 3 of 4 games, their past 4, 2 of them to Powassan after being on a 21-game winning streak.
Yeah, they were on really a big roll, and it was Powassan that broke the streak, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, on January 20th. In their own zone, the Beavers trying to come up with a game plan here. Send it down, can't quite get it in. And it's back to the blue line, Lefebvre. Back in, Champagne stops that one from distance. Kratz gets to it. The other way. Beavers still with possession, it's Boats. Boats plays it behind the net, picked up by Kratz though. Kratz, nice little pass up for Bonsignor. Bonsignor down the ice, got it to Lefebvre. It's picked off though, and Danilov couldn't quite get a piece of it. Now Kratz the other way in his own zone. 3:45 left in this first period. It's 1-0 Powassan. Off a goal by Ryan Saginaw, his 24th of the season. Now Kratz for Bradley. Bradley cuts to the middle of the ice, walking in. Bradley takes a shot. That one's kicked aside by Janicki. That's a hard hit thrown on Russo. There's a penalty coming to Blind River now as Russo's slow to get up, but he does. And now we'll see the Voodoos back on the power play. They're 1 for 1 in this game already, but still a hard hit thrown.
Yeah, and it's called boarding. We'll see how this power play is able to fare on chance number 2.
That's Island Danilov going off, the former Sioux Eagle,
who's actually the one that ran over by Roussel.
Yeah. Bradley in for the draw to start off this power play. He plays it back off the draw to Bagley. Bagley plays it for Saginaw. Saginaw back for Bagley. Bagley looks for his options, took a shot. That one was blocked, but kept in by Bagley. Bagley for Dawson on the half wall. Dawson nearly lost it. He's just going to play that one in deep, and Bradley will get it nearly behind the net. Lost it, though, and there's no one at the blue line as the play was on the other side as it's rimmed around by the Beavers and sent all the way down for Champagne. Bagley will pick it up in his own zone. Bagley has his man right on him. That was Camden Cowan. I don't think he expected him that easily or that quickly. Playing it down the ice as the Voodoos now struggle to get some zone time. Up for Bagley again. Bagley looking through his options, plays it over for Boys. Boys in the half wall, plays it around for Saginaw. Saginaw plays it back in deep for Russo. Russo back for Saginaw. Now Saginaw gets around his man. He plays it on the half wall. Tries to get it across ice for Dawson. Dawson sends it right back in. Saginaw picks it up on the near side. Saginaw still with possession in the corner. Plays it up front, good chance, big save made by Janicki. Boys, another chance, they score! Make it 2 for the Pride of Pittsburgh. That's Ryan Saginaw's 25th of the season.
That was right from the same spot as last time, and he's having a good day today, I think.
I think so too. Ryan Saginaw, 2 power play goals. Again.
Man, maybe it's him that the pucks are just finding today.
Ryan Saginaw looking great and deadly with that shot. Off the draw, the Beavers send it right back in. Over for Jasoni. Jasoni takes a hard hit. Demon tried to take a hard hit on Jasoni. Now we'll see a late hit on a Voodoo player. That's the same guy as we get a couple of late whacks down.
Yeah, he charged over on him on a delayed offside play, and that was not taken kindly by the Voodoos.
Yeah, there's all the players on the ice except for the goaltenders. They're over here on the half wall. That's a hard hit there. That's Magnus Demon for the Beavers. Jasoni's going as well.
Yeah, Jasoni's getting called for roughing there.
And it looks like, I think Jasoni's getting a 10-minute too. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
He was the first one to jump in. He's getting a 2 on the board at least.
Yeah, it might be 2 and a 10. 1:46 left in this first period. It's 2-0 Powassan.
If it was a 2 and a 10, I would expect someone else to be in the box with them.
It looks like we're getting 4-on-4 action for the next 2 minutes anyways. 2-0 Powassan so far in this period, or really if we want to cut it down, it's 2-0 Ryan Saginaw.
Yeah.
Now Jax Pereira, sharp angle shot. That one's saved by Mason Janicki, and we'll get a stoppage here. And there we go, Justin Russo getting his 100th point in the NOJHL as it's announced that he gets the assist on the goal.
Big mark for him right there. That's a feature that not very many people get to 100 points in junior A hockey.
No, congratulations to Justin Russo. He's been a fantastic captain for this Voodoo team. He's been a fantastic player all through his OHL career.
Yeah, considering that he's really...
Or NOJHL career.
Yeah.
Sorry, not OHL career.
Considering he's really a defensive first-minded player, to hit 100 points is a remarkable feat.
Russo, 100-point man. Mr. Century coming out now.
Get some Fall Out Boy playing there.
Plays it over for Kratz, now back for Roussel. Roussel going for a skate. Dylan Roussel back for, leaves it for Dawson, sharp angle chance. Now that one's turned aside by Janicki. Voodoos have thrown 12 pucks Janicki's way so far this period. That's Lacroix going the other way. Roussel was all over him. Now he's going to throw the puck cross ice, but Kratz picks that one up. Gets it for Dawson now. Dawson walks around his man, leaves it at the blue line for Kratz. Kratz takes a hard hit, but he keeps the puck. Now he loses it, and the Beavers try to get out, but Kratz picks it back up, tried to throw it towards the net. That one hit a body and goes into the corner. Now Russo with it. Russo back to the blue line for Kratz. Kratz near side for Gray. Gray back for Kratz. Kratz takes the shot. That one saved. Rebound was right there. Dawson fanned on it. And you got to think Caleb Dawson will see that one in his nightmares tonight.
Yeah, I mean,
wide open net.
He had a stick up in his hands, though. I kind of could have seen a 2-minute call on that as well, but
10 seconds here. And Bruce Gray throws his man down. Danilov's taking some abuse this period. And now another big hit by Barclay, and then Gray falls on the man as he's down on the ice. That's Gravel. We're just going to play the puck back into the Voodoo zone. That's Brown. Hill was all over him, though, at the last couple of seconds. And we'll get the end of the first period here. The Voodoos are up 2-0 on the strength of 2 power play goals by Ryan Saginaw. Ben, it's the patent question of the game, or as I usually ask, your final thoughts on that opening frame.
I mean, I think the big conversation of that period has to be Justin Russo hitting 100 points in his NOJHL career. I mean, big ups to him on that. That's a huge milestone. The way Ryan Saginaw's playing, he might be hitting 100 points in his career before long, too.
Yeah, he's got not bad, really, for a guy that was picked up at the trade deadline a year and a half ago. He was quite the acquisition made by this Voodoo squad. So
yeah, he's at 54 points this year. I don't know what he had last year.
I think he's sitting around 70 points of his. The other day when I looked at it, I don't know. I don't remember things.
Okay.
When it comes to numbers.
Yeah.
I got the memory of a mouse.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Anyways, that being said, 13-14 the shots on goal in favor of the Voodoos after one period of play. It's 2-0 Voodoos. We'll be back with more on the other side of this intermission. And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 2 between the Powassan Voodoos and the Blind River Beavers. It's 2-0 for the Voodoos over the Blind River Beavers after 20 minutes of play. Scoring note, Justin Russo did not receive his assist, so he is not Mr. 100 as of yet. And he was the one that was honest about it. He told the Voodoos himself, hey, I didn't get it. So the scoring is Ryan Saginaw 24th on the power play, assisted by Heath Bradley and Braden Bagley's 25th. Ryan Saginaw got the second goal as 25th, assisted by Anthony Boyce and Caleb Dawson, not Justin Russo. We're going to take a quick look around the league now. In Noelville, after 20 minutes of play, Timmins leads French River Rapids 2-0. The Sioux Thunderbirds are up 1-0 after 20 minutes of play against the Espanola Paper Kings in Sioux, Ontario. And also, halfway through the first period, the Iroquois Falls Storm are hosting the Hearst Lumberjacks. There's no score in that game as of yet. I'm Courtney Kenny, and he's Ben Long, along with our intrepid camera man. It's also his birthday, as it is every day.
Happy birthday, Mike Brown.
Happy birthday. Have you met Ted?
I rewatched that show recently.
Man, you know what's funny?
On that note, when Boats was here, I was really excited to have Boats.
We could, still technically right now. I could have a podcast just based on my thoughts on TV shows, and How I Met Your Mother is one of them as we're underway here. Still 4-on-4 for another 5 seconds. The Voodoos in their white jerseys are going left to right, and the Beavers in their road reds are going right to left. Kratz with the puck as we're back to 5-on-5. Kratz in his own zone, down the ice, trying to find his man. He does. It's Bradley. Bradley tries to get it out front. Kupel was there, but the puck bounced behind the net instead. Now back, the Beavers come. Going in and being knocked off the puck. That's Danny McDonald on the far side. Now Kupel gets to it. Gets it out of his own zone. It's held up by the linesman, though, as Demon gets it back in. Now it's played in for Russo. Russo still looking for that elusive 100th point. Sending the puck back in. Schultz knocked off the puck. Sends the puck down. Now it's Danilov. Danilov loses it to Roussel. Roussel plays it to Kratz. Kratz out for Kupel. Hearst kept it in. No, they say it's offside. And Roussel will pick it up in his own zone. Up for Kupel again. Kupel cuts to the outside. Lost the puck, though, as Hill tried to feather it back in. Now it's played down, and Hearst gets it at the red line. Kratz, once again, picking it back up. Finds Head, but Head lost it. Now Danilov loses it. He's able to chip it away from Kratz briefly. And the puck's picked back up by Bradley. Bradley skates it in. Takes a hit from Schultz, and then he goes off for a change. Sending it back in. Dundas flipping it cross ice. He takes a hard hit from Owen Head. And Bruce Gray picking it up, plays it back for Jasoni. Jasoni in his own zone. Up the ice, gets it to Lefebvre. Lefebvre with some speed. Sharp angle chance, kicked aside, or rather blocked aside by Janicki. And back goes Blind River. They lose it. Gray flips it right back in. Picking up in his own zone is Hearst. Hearst lost it to Jasoni. Jasoni tried to flip it back in. Batted out of the air, though, by Dundas. Dundas cross-checks Head. Head let him know about it. With a bit of a hard hit on Dundas right in front of us. Now the puck back into the Voodoos zone, but the Voodoos have possession. Lefebvre walking into the outside. Tried to cut and get a sharp angle shot away. Now he tries to get it out front. He does. Bonsignor was tied up, though. And the puck back to the blue line. Saved by Janicki. Rebound is right there, but it's kicked aside by the Beavers. Back to the blue line again. Kept back in by the Voodoos. And flipping it down the ice and out. But now Jasoni coming back on the attack. Jasoni stops up. He flips it in. And that one will hit the netting in the corner and go out of play with 17:15 on the clock.
And we have a face-off now just to the Trapper side of Janicki. The shots are 15-14 currently for the Powassan Voodoos. Score 2-0 still. We have Jax Pereira line out there with Dawson and Saginaw on his wings and Bagley and Brown on the point.
He's not here, but Harrison Clement's still doing jobs for the broadcast. He's telling me Saginaw is on hat-trick watch. This will be his second of the season. He had one earlier this year in French River. October 25th, he had 3 goals, 1 assist. So Another shot from distance. Good chance here as the rebound is there, but Pereira has it. Pereira back to the blue line. Plays it near side to Bagley. Bagley throws it towards the net, and Janicki gets a glove on it, covering it up. So we'll get a stoppage in play.
That Harrison Clements is a good guy.
I don't care what anyone says about him.
Yep. I don't care what Amy says.
Yeah. She really doesn't like him.
No, she says some mean things.
All the time.
I think he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's okay. There's no Mike Brown who celebrates his birthday every day.
Yeah.
Although one could argue that's pretty selfish.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, that Mike didn't force us to celebrate his birthday every day.
We forced it on him. Pavel Barkley with a shot. Was turned aside by Janicki. He was in a good position. But now going the other way, Rojo Bolton. Rojo Bolton got it back to Walker. Walker with a shot. Threw that one high and wide. Now it's back up for Boys. Boys to Barkley. Barkley flips it forward. Young will get to it. Boys looked really dangerous last night. Couldn't get any goals, though. Now Young flips that one in. Champagne tried to stop it up. It gets by him. Burnett picks it up at the Beavers blue line, or bench. Back down the ice it goes. Janicki with the puck. The puck is stuck there behind the net. Played back. Now Barkley has it again. Barkley to Bagley. Bagley with a shot. That one's turned aside by Janicki. Rebound chance turned aside by the goaltender again. Kratz in the corner. Has Young on him. Young tries to get it away from him. Now Russo comes out with it. Russo lost it, though, as he was knocked off the puck. Now the Beavers going the other way. The Beavers from distance. Champagne makes his first grab of the period, and he's just going to cover it up.
Yeah, it's one of those where it comes in, and there's sort of enough space to play it, but they're kind of on their way in, and do you play it, don't you play it? And he just held on to it for a face-off to his trapper side.
Russo off the draw. It's played back, but the Beavers play it out of the zone. Now it's flipped back in. Russo picks it back up. Russo knocked off the puck, though. The Beavers pick it back up almost in the slot. They almost got a shot away, but it's bounced into the corner. Now it's back. LaFawn gets it in the neutral zone. Picked up by Russo again in his own zone. Russo gains the red line, dumps it in. Gravel on the near side. Takes a hard hit from Kupel. Gravel still battling. Bradley in there as well. In the corner. Puck still loose. Comes out to Jasoni. Jasoni with a shot, and that one is kicked aside by Janicki. Janicki's faced a heavy workload so far. 20 shots on goal. Bradley twisting and turning. Lost the puck. The Beavers try to get it out. Jasoni kept it in. The Beavers still trying to get the puck out. Now it's played into a good shooting area, but Bradley tried to feather it across for Russo, and that one was blocked by the Beavers. Now Gray tried to knock it back in, and it's off a shin pad and bouncing out. Played back, and down the ice it goes. Jasoni cut off his man, but it still gets by him, and Boats with a big hit in the corner. Puck still down in the corner. And it comes loose to the Voodoos. Lefebvre going for a skate. Lefebvre flips it in, chasing after it. Hurst in there as well. Hurst, hard hit, leveled by Lefebvre. And Hurst is in some discomfort. Now another hard hit thrown on Lefebvre. Another hard hit again as this game has taken a bit of a turn here. Hit thrown in the corner on the near side now. And down the ice, that was Pereira that leveled that hit. Pereira chasing after it. Plays it into the corner. Pereira stuck with the puck, trying to come away from it. Shoveling it forward. Pereira still trying to battle for it. Bonsignor in there as well. Dawson waiting for a change as Saginaw's out there now. Puck is loose to Brown. Brown, and that was Bonsignor who was offside. He was trying to get back. But again, it was a bang-bang play as the battalion connection of Brown to Pereira nearly set up something there.
Yeah, and starting with that previous shift, McLean, I counted 3 hits just on his own for the Blind River Beavers, and this shift, Powassan started hitting back, and it got pretty physical out there. There was a fair amount of cross-checking, and I saw a couple fists fly towards other players, not in,
That never happens. What are you talking about?
in sort of a body-checking fist-first type
Yeah,
of way.
yeah, try to make it look like innocent, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen hockey players try to do that.
No, not one.
No. Down the ice they go, Jasoni. On the rush with Pereira. Pereira tried to feather it forward. Another chance, another bouncing puck. As that one came out of nowhere, Pereira threw it towards the net. Janicki had to be sharp on that one.
Yeah.
As the puck was bouncing all over the place.
That was going over to Saginaw, but one of his defensemen got his stick on it to block the pass, but it almost made a more dangerous chance out of itself.
Yeah, sometimes you got to weigh the pros and cons on that one a little bit. And all that's happening in mere seconds.
Over to Saginaw on a wide open chance. I think you put the stick in and try and block it anyway.
Yeah, I guess Ryan Saginaw's okay at hockey.
He's done all right today, at least.
Yeah, 2 goals. No big deal. Pavel Barclay, Anthony Boyes. Anthony Boyes in the corner battling with his man. Comes away. Barclay got a good piece of it. Now it's Burnett. Burnett playing it for Barclay. Back for Burnett. Lost it, though. The Beavers trying to get out of their zone, but Burnett doing everything to make life miserable on the team in red. Burnett. Barclay tried to get it out front. That one nearly bounced in as well. Now Burnett's pass back for Jasoni, just out of his reach, and now he has to go with some speed back into his own zone. Playing it up.
That was quite the stick swing by Dundas on that chasing Jasoni.
It was, yes. Off the draw. Caleb Walker tried to get it in. Now Jasoni sends it down the ice for Boyes. No icing as it hit Boyes. The physicality has certainly ramped up in the second period. That missed Walker, and they're going to call that icing, even though Champagne was forced to play it as it came in front of his net. With 11:43 left on the clock, shots on goal now 21-5 in favor of Powassan.
Yeah, and it looks like Jarrett and Bagley and maybe a couple of Walker are having some things to say to each other as they skate up the ice for the face-off to the blocker side of Janicki. This one's I don't think the temperature's cooling down in the rest of this period.
Well, it is cool in the Sportsplex itself, as per usual, in January.
It's no Trout Creek Arena, but it does get pretty cold in here.
Hey, I went to Mattawa last weekend.
Yeah.
That's pretty cold in there.
That's a Trout Creek situation.
Is Trout Creek a natural ice surface? Kupel with a shot, or because Mattawa is?
There is an ice generator in there.
Yeah.
But there actually is directly outside air coming inside. So if it's minus 40 out, it's minus 40 inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is in Mattawa. It's all natural ice.
Really?
So when the Blackhawks played here in the league the one year, that's coming back in as Russo, Kupel. Chris Dawson told me the one year that Mattawa was in the league, when the season got to April, it was almost like slush in there trying to play. Walker misses a hit lined up by Bagley. Now another chance. Kratz got his stick knocked out of his hands as he avoided a hit. Now Russo in the corner, back for Kratz. Kratz up the ice for Bradley. Bradley gains the red line, and he's going to dump it in. Hurst out of his own zone. His pass up the ice missed its intended target, and that'll be icing against the Beavers here with 10:25 on the clock.
They've had a few of those icing calls lately, and I think that's a sort of a sign of the game becoming more frantic, and they're trying to make these passes that just aren't really connecting. And it's giving the Voodoos some good opportunities here.
2-0 Voodoos lead. Owen head in for the draw for Powassan. And coming away with it, though, is Hurst. Hurst sends it down the ice for the Beavers. And now Roussel tried to get it up the ice. It's picked off. There would have been 3 Beavers going the other way. Lefebvre with a shot from distance. That one's kicked aside by Janicki. That could have been a dangerous play, though, moments ago for the Beavers. To the far side, Rojo Bolton. He's knocked off the puck. And still battling for it, though. Now it's picked up by Roussel, who's taken down. And Lefebvre going the other way. Lefebvre knocks the puck in. And it's back to the point for Kratz. Kratz walking in. Kratz with a shot. And Janicki making another save as the puck bounces off him and goes out of play. So we'll get a stoppage here.
Yeah, that play by Roussel was hauled down, not just taken down.
Well, we've reached our mid-period break. Well, probably one of the closest that we've actually gotten to the mid-period at 9:50 left in the second period. So we'll be back with more on the other side of this. And we welcome you back into the Powassan Sportsplex.
Our commercial's not just, the video's not playing either, which is...
Technology doesn't like you, Ben.
It does not.
I know you work in IT. That's them striking back.
It is.
It's like, this guy again? Are you kidding me?
It does not do what I say on a daily basis.
How many times do you tell people to just restart their computer?
I don't a whole lot because my job right now, I don't deal with those kinds of issues.
That's good.
I'm not the tier 1 guys deal with a lot of that.
Oh, okay.
I'm very happy to not have to because any previous job where I've dealt with those kind of issues, that's most of what it is.
That is fair. I would not like it very much either.
Although, to be fair, if someone calls in this big issue, restart your computer and it fixes it, good, I don't have to do anything else, carry on.
Whatever gets you through the day quicker, I guess.
I mean, my job's to solve problems, and if it's an easy solve, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's fair. Coming in for the draw, Pereira now against the Beavers. It's one handily backed by the Beavers, though. And around to the far side, McLean. He's just going to try and chip it down the ice. And Gray will pick it up, flip it right back down the ice. It's knocked off by Dawson, and the puck is back in. Pereira will pick it up. Pereira to the near side for Jasoni. Jasoni has his man all over him, nearly lost it. And now the puck into the far side, and it's knocked back in by the Beavers. Bounces in. Champagne had to be strong on that one as that one took a weird bounce out in front of his net. And starting that off was Boats that was all over his man, making life miserable.
Yeah, I hate seeing defensemen skate the puck in front of their own net, especially if there's anyone in the near vicinity of them. And Jasoni tried to go through, there was a couple guys there.
Yeah.
And that nearly got real dangerous.
It did. Brown with the puck plays it up for Saginaw. Now it's back to the blue line. Demon got it to Hurst. Shot saved by Champagne from distance. Now Saginaw plays it to the far side for Brown. Brown plays it up. And in it goes. Schultz will get there first. Played it back around. It's kept in at the blue line by Brown. Brown to Saginaw. Or to Dawson, rather. Now it's Pereira. Saginaw threw it towards the net. Goes behind. Played on the near side. Demon's going to get to it. Down the ice he goes, flipping it in off the corner. And it's going to go around the far side. Now Bagley. Playing it around. It's picked back up by Pereira. Pereira up for Dawson. Back for his man. And that's Brown who's just going to dump it in, and the Voodoos are going to go for a change. 8:20 on the clock. 2-0 Voodoos lead. Croyce walking through. Good stick there. Now Boys has to go. Boys on the rush. Flips it out towards the front of the net. And Kratz was tied up, so he couldn't get a shot away. Now Barclay with it. Barclay back for Kratz. Kratz with a shot. That one hit the stick of Dundas and flies wide of the net. Now Roussel. He fanned on his chance. He's taken out hard. And a shot from distance is turned aside by Janicki. Now Roussel takes another shot off the post. And as that one beat Janicki cleanly, just couldn't beat the iron. Kratz near side to Barclay. Barclay up for Boys again. Boys quickly turning, gets it to Roussel. Roussel with another chance. And that's another save made by Janicki. And that's probably the one shooter right now you don't want to see taking shots on you is Dylan Roussel.
Yeah, he's been, after his hat trick the last game, both him and Kratz have been remarkable. That Kratz goal, that was the play of the game from yesterday. Incredible as well.
Both have been amazing for sure. The whole Voodoos team as a whole, the whole roster has really taken flight, if you will, since December. Off the draw, trying to win it back. That was Russo. It's back now for Jasoni. Jasoni flips that one right back down, and Russo's going to chase after it. Russo in the corner out front. Bradley fanned on that one as Russo set him up. Now Rojo Bolton back for Hill. Good stick made there by Kupel. Got the puck out of his zone. And it's flipped back in. Offside delayed big time by the Beavers, so the Voodoos are able to recoup the puck. Now Russo. Russo over for Jasoni. Jasoni. Got it back for Gray. Gray back for Jasoni. Jasoni gets around his man, gets it down the ice, and now it's Bradley chasing after it. Bradley lost the handle on it, though. Bradley tied up.
That's a bit of interference right there if I ever see it.
Yeah, that was Gravel. Now a good Almost a good spring there for Hill as the puck rolls in on Champagne and he covers things up.
Yeah, and he got a nearly a snow shower. It stopped, I think, just short of landing on him, but Dundas was tied up with Jasoni and was way offside for about 50 or probably 5 to 10 seconds, but
I was going to
seemed
say
like forever.
Yeah, it was a good while. Rojo Bolton in for the draw. Back to Hurst at the point. Hurst with a shot. That one's kicked aside by Champagne. Hard hit off the boards now. Good chance there. Bonsignor knocks his man to the ice. Now the puck on the near side. On the offside, Bagley. Bagley flipping the puck down the ice. Chasing after it. Bagley nearly got a good chance there to knock the puck away, but it's still kept in now by Rojo Bolton, battling with Bonsignor. Bonsignor knocks Rojo Bolton down. Hurst picks it up in the neutral zone, so the Beavers have to vacate the zone. Now Bagley with it again. Bagley up the ice for Bonsignor. Bonsignor, nifty move to get around Hurst. He throws the puck out front. No one was there. And now off the skates, but still down the ice. Lysell with a chance. Good shot. It's behind Champagne. Somehow it stays out. Got through his 5-hole, but not across the line. Lefebvre, sharp distance, gets a shot on Janicki. Now Schultz with the puck. Kratz steals it. Kratz comes out. Nifty move. Janicki with a big save. Oh my goodness. Marcus Kratz robbed on that one.
Yeah, he'd gotten tied up with a Beavers player down at the inside their own zone. Then he skated up to keep that puck in. Made a great play. He had Dawson with him too, so there was options. And he almost tucked it in between Janicki's pads. We have a face-off now to Janicki's glove hand side. 5:30 left in the period, 2-0 for the Voodoos.
Couple of scary moments though as Saginaw takes the shot. That one's off the crossbar. Looking for the hat trick, and the crossbar says no thanks. But a couple of scary moments prior to that on the Champagne play. But he somehow kept it out. Now Pereira tied up, and Lafon sends it down the ice. Gray tried to bat it out of the air. Now McLean with Jasoni, but Jasoni's able to get the puck back. Hard hit on Dawson on the far side. Now it's Jasoni carrying the puck in. Jasoni with a chance. He scores! Ben Jasoni, his first goal in the NOJHL. It's his first of the season. It's 3-0 Powassan.
That was a great rush by Jasoni when Gray batted the puck and it almost got by him. It just kind of slipped over Jasoni, picked it up and went for a skate. And that was a real quick shot off his stick that beat Janicki glove hand side right in the top corner.
I don't think in all my time doing Voodoos games I've ever seen the puck in and out of the net that quickly.
That was, yeah. That's a rare thing that you see, and that was a great shot by Jasoni.
Ben Jasoni, we talked about him in the broadcast last night with Harrison, where he talked about all the offense from the blue line. He has 16 assists coming into this game, but erases that goose egg in the goal total. But again, a good puck-moving defenseman for the Voodoos, and they have no shortage of them this season.
No, they're really strong on the blue line. Like, when you look at the guys that aren't playing, it's really remarkable.
And a good play there by Boyce to knock the puck away. Yeah, Cullen and Jackson Marnell not in this game. Both of them fun watches. I can't say enough good things about either of those two players for the Voodoos.
As players and as people, they're both great.
Absolutely. Jackson Marnell actually told me a great Wayne Gretzky story. As now Russo, pick off, Russo hauled down, and penalty coming against Blind River here.
Penalty shot? Oh, no.
It's going to go for tripping against the Beavers. I don't think he had as much a step
no, he didn't.
To make it worth a penalty shot.
But that would be a great 100th point in the league.
It would be. Actually, Luke Moncada, former captain of the battalion, I have a video of it somewhere. That was his 100th point in the OHL, was on a penalty shot.
Really, eh?
Yeah. And in the video, you can hear Tom Martineau go, "That's his 100th, get the puck." Because it's shot from between the benches.
Impression.
Yeah, I got Tom Martineau labeled. That's the only time you'll ever hear that impression, though. It's so good, you'll only hear it once.
Yeah. I mean, it did sound a little like your Stan Butler.
Yeah, we'll never hear that one too many times anymore either. You know who has a really good one is JJ. You got to ask him for that impression. Another chance Roussel, it's blocked though. Now Russo. Out for Pereira. Pereira on the half wall, plays it back to Kratz. Kratz back for Pereira. Pereira goes cross ice, finds Boys. Boys in the corner now battling for it. Russo comes in. Out front, good chance, stopped by Janicki. Rebound is turned aside by the goaltender. Kratz keeps it in. Plays it for Russo. Russo back for Pereira. Pereira. A little twist and turn, gets around his man. That's Hill. Back for Kratz. Kratz and Pereira. Just playing keep away from Hill right now. Pereira in deep for Russo. Russo feathers it out front. And hit a body and bounced, but Boys got to it. Boys still battling for it in the corner. Now the puck comes out loose. And it bounces down the ice. Just past Kratz. Good pass by Champagne up for Kratz for Pereira. Pereira. Voodoo's perfect on the power play so far. Pereira. Back for Dawson at the point. Dawson in deep for Giussoni, the most recent goal scorer. Back for Dawson now. Dawson. In tight for Bradley. Bradley for Dawson. Now to Bagley at the point. Far side for Saginaw. Saginaw back for Bagley. The puck bounces on him, but he keeps control. Played in for Dawson. Now it's picked off by the Beavers, and down the ice it goes with seconds remaining on the man advantage.
They're doing lots of great puck movement, but they're not getting it to the danger spots or getting shots toward the net. When you're up 3-0, I suppose that's not as much as a priority, but there's still over a period left to play, so they shouldn't be leaving anything on the table.
Dawson sending it in deep. Kept in at the blue line by, never mind, Saginaw as the puck somehow bounced up in the air. That was strange. Now Gravel walking. Gravel to his teammate. Rebound. It comes out. It would have been a wide open net there for Cowan. But a good clear there by Bagley. Now a couple of bodies fall on the ice. LaFawn and Saginaw. Saginaw not impressed with him. And Bagley and a couple of guys tied up now. Bradley trying to get it down. Bagley still tied up with Demon. Demon's been all around harassing Voodoo's players here tonight. He's going to be public enemy number one for the boys in the white jersey as the puck comes out of play now with 1:46 left on the clock.
Bagley's a big boy. I don't know if that's one I'd want to be
yeah, I'd take my chances with someone else. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, I would, get hurt fighting anybody, but he's particularly one that I would choose not to.
Oh, there was a couple of kids in Mattawa that thought otherwise at the public skate. Going after him and Roussel last weekend. Of course, the kids only come up to like their shin pads, but
yeah,
still trying to get them down, right? So, sharp angle chance kicked aside by Champagne. Still battling in the Voodoo zone. Heads there, but now they come away with it. That's Rojo Bolton. Rojo Bolton going back, leaves it. LaFawn walking in. He fans on his chance. Now another one up close. Champagne making another save. His 10th shot against in this game. Shots on goal for the record are 29-10 in favor of Powassan right now.
Yeah, with 1:18 left, Powassan's really had control of this game. And the scoreboard shows that as well. Yeah, 3-0 going into the third period. It's a pretty good lead to have. I would have liked to have seen another power play goal, but you don't always get what you want.
I think the Rolling Stones wrote a song about that.
Something along those lines.
Giussoni throws the puck back to the blue line. It's kept in by the Beavers, though. Now Giussoni with it again on the far side. Russo tried to get it out. Couldn't. Still, sticks are flying. And the puck, the Voodoos have it. Hit thrown by Walker. Now it's the Voodoos finally getting it out. It's Bradley up for Kupel. Kupel into the final minute now of the second period. Got it back for Bradley. Bradley out front trying to get to Russo. Puck still loose. Good chance stopped by Janicki. As that was Kupel on the doorstep as he come around. Now another chance, another save by the goaltender. And coming away with that one again is Rojo Bolton. Now it's Roussel to Kratz. 30 seconds left. Kratz for Russo. Back for Kratz. Again, Russo to Kupel. Kupel gets a shot away off the post. Now another chance and another save here. And we're going to get some more rough stuff here with 18.5 seconds on the clock. Kupel has Jared all over him. And another couple of players have a couple of players. It's a bit of a wrestling match in the corner.
Bradley was tied up with Walker for a bit there. And there's
Now there's a helmet on the ice. There's a lot of stuff happening.
Yeah, as we made note of earlier in this period, is the temperature wasn't going to be coming down. We'll see if the coaches have anything to say that cools things down a bit. But
Jarrett going to the box. Kupel going to the box. I don't know who else or if anyone else is going to the box, but 18.5 seconds left here in the second frame.
Yeah, and I didn't see what the ref said, but it looks like they're each probably getting 2 minutes for roughing. No real punches were thrown or anything.
No, it looks like it's going to be another 4-on-4 here to end another period. Stay tuned. We will have a couple of guests here from the Blind River Beavers side of things in our second intermission. Once we figure out what's going on here with all the penalties and get the final 18.5 seconds played.
Yeah. Yeah, the nice thing about these hockeys is the way family is such a crucial part of it, and getting these players to here and in their continuing journey in hockey beyond the NOJHL. And we'll speak to some people to that effect from Blind Riverside.
Kratz with the puck now. He loses it though, and he'll have to chase after it. Hurst is on him. Kratz with the puck. Just killing time in his own zone. 5 seconds left. He got it to Roussel. His pass looking for Pereira is picked off. Now Hurst will go in, and that'll do it here for the second period. Ben, your final thoughts before we bring in our guests?
Yeah, that was a great period for both teams. Played pretty well, got some good chances in there, and didn't see too many goals scored in it.
No, just one to be precise.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, we're going to bring in some guests here once we hand over a headset or two. As we'll get things going here momentarily. All right, he's got the headset on. Let's put it up. All right, who am I here with?
So you're here with Jeff Olson, so I'm a billet dad.
You're a billet dad, okay.
Yeah, for Julian Young, number 5.
Number 5.
Yeah, so thanks for listening to us here, Courtney.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming on. You said you guys are on a dad trip, so tell us what that's been like so far.
Yeah, so we're on a dad's trip. They invited, actually I want to thank Kyle Brick and the team for inviting us. So we've been 2 days on the bus with everybody, and it's been great. We're getting to know each other. I also want to thank the Powassan Voodoos for hosting this. It's really good. We went to Kirkland Lake yesterday. We're here today. We're going to move on tomorrow. And, we see all the different sponsors that make this all happen, which is really awesome. So,
yeah,
without all these sponsors, this wouldn't happen. So, it's really great.
What was your thoughts on Kirkland Lake's barn? It's pretty nice, eh?
Kirkland Lake does have a really nice barn, yes, and it was packed last night.
Yeah, they love their gold miners up there. So, and also it was an important game. Unfortunately, you guys came out on the wrong side of things. We have a second gentleman on. Who can I ask who's on with us now?
Yeah, it's Mike Boats.
Mike Boats. Oh, so Jeff Boats' dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I went up to Kirkland Lake earlier this year when he scored that goal in Kirkland Lake, and he was on cloud 9 coming back with the Voodoos all night long for sure.
I bet he was.
What's it like seeing your young lad playing for the Beavers now? He's jumped around a little bit this year.
Yeah, he's been around a little bit. He started the year here. Things didn't work out. He went home, played a little bit of junior C. And then got this opportunity to come up with Blind River, and it's been great. The guys have been great, the coaching staff, everybody.
Well, I know just from sitting in on the exit meetings at training camp, Peter Goulet here in Powassan was pretty high on your young lad, so that was good to see. But it's good to see him back in the league. What's it been like on this dad trip so far?
Oh, it's been great. Like, we just got here a week ago, so it's good to get to know these guys. And,
little whirlwind, eh?
Yeah.
So where are you guys heading tomorrow? Where's the last stop on this trip?
They're heading to French River tomorrow.
Okay. Have you guys been to French River yet?
No.
I have not. No.
You have not? Okay, I will say best food in the league. I always say that about French River. The canteen there is fantastic. It's all like homemade food. That's my sponsorship of the French River Rapids. So
nice.
Yeah,
We like food.
Yeah, well, there you go. Keep them going. They'll be quite happy. So, well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming up and coming on, and we really appreciate it. And I would say go Beavers, but for the next 20 minutes, I do have to legally say go Voodoos. So,
Well, we're going to say it.
Go Beavers.
yeah,
That's right.
there you guys go. Thanks so much for coming on. We appreciate that.
All right.
Awesome, thanks.
All right, and
We
that
appreciate that, too.
time that'll do it here for our second period, and we'll be back with more on the other side of this.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 3 between the Powassan Voodoos and the Blind River Beavers. It's a 3-0 game here in Powassan for the Voodoos. Ryan Saginaw with 2 of the goals, and Ben Jasoni with his first in the NOJHL between the two, to get the 3rd goal.
Yeah, that's always a big mark to get.
It is. Courtney Kenny pleased to be joined by Ben Long. We'll take a tour around the NOJHL coming up here. It's a tied game heading into the 3rd period between the Sioux Thunderbirds and the Espanola Paper Kings at 4. And, it was 2-0 for Timmins over the French River Rapids. It is now, at the end of 40 minutes of play, 9-0 for the Timmins Rock. And still no score halfway through the 2nd period between the Hearst Lumberjacks and the Iroquois Falls Storm in Iroquois Falls. So it seems like Alex Pashavansky was proven correct that game got a little scary. So
Yeah, that can get out of hand in a hurry.
7 goals in 1 period for one team.
Yep, that's the thing that happened.
And as we heard before our break, Blind River is in French River tomorrow. So
Yep.
if that might be the cure that ails the Beavers tomorrow, unless they get going here in this 3rd period, we'll see. The Beavers in the Road Reds are going left to right, and the Voodoos in their home whites are going right to left as we are underway. 4-on-4 for 1:30 still, and the Beavers with some speed through the neutral zone, cutting into the middle. Good chance there. Glove save made by Derek Champagne on the first shot here in this 3rd period. He's faced 11 in this game so far, and he's made 11 saves.
Yeah, he's had a couple good chances against him, but the Voodoos have done a really good job of keeping most of them at bay.
Off the draw now. Puck is in the corner. Brown has it. Plays it back around for Bagley, his defense partner. Bagley stops up. Plays it for Russo. Russo, who we thought had his 100th point, is still looking for it. Now Bagley sends it down. Beavers pick it up in their own zone. Minute left on the 4-on-4. Danilov going for a skate. Throws it to the middle of the ice. No one was there, though, and now a good chance for Pereira. Pereira with some speed. Pereira turning on the Jets, tried to cut around to the outside. Schultz with a good stick. Now he plays it out front for Saginaw. Saginaw with a shot, and he threw that one just wide of the net. He had picked his corner on that shot indeed, and he's been lethal here tonight. Now Jasoni up for Saginaw again. Saginaw walking in. Saginaw cutting to the middle. He's taken off the puck on a hit. And Hill going the other way. Hill. 30 seconds left on the 4-on-4. Hill has the puck in the Voodoo zone. Dumps it in. Rojo Bolton was chasing after it, but now it's Hearst on the far side. Still going after it. Rojo Bolton has the puck. Tries to cut in. He almost got around Jasoni, as he was trying to cut the defense in half on that. Now around on the near side is Pereira. Pereira plays it behind him to Gray. Gray leaves it for Jasoni. Jasoni now comes away with the puck. We're back to 5-on-5. His pass up the ice is picked off, but then he's able to kick the puck forward. Now Jarrett playing back for Rojo Bolton. Rojo Bolton with a shot that hit a body and goes into the corner. Now Hearst chasing after it, coming to the near side. Jasoni. Jasoni flips it up and over his man. And now Burnett tried to get off to the races. Now Pereira to the far side. Saginaw was playing it forward. Saginaw takes a high stick. No call coming on that. Now the puck to the far side. Good play by Barclay. Barclay dumping it right back down the ice. Schultz chasing after it. Burnett throws a hit. He plays it back to Barclay. Barclay tries to get around his man, but a good block played there on the ice by the Beavers. Blind River back the other way. Boys is on his man. The puck's going to roll in close to Champagne before Roussel gets a piece of it. Now Roussel dipsy doodles around a couple of Beavers. Going for a skate, Dylan Roussel. Played it to the near side. Barclay tried to line up the shot, but it went past him. Now Kratz chips it forward. It's still kept in by the Voodoos, but not for long. As down the ice as it goes. Now Roussel picks it up. Roussel twisting and turning. And through his options, got it to Kratz. Back for Roussel. Roussel went to go cross ice. Barclay tried to chip it forward. It's past him. Down the ice it goes again. Roussel in his own zone. Plays across ice. Deveron Brown now with it. Playing it up the ice, gets it to Pereira. Pereira with speed. Pereira walks in, leaves it for Saginaw. Saginaw throws it towards the net. Pereira was on the doorstep. He was tied up. Now Brown from the point gets another shot. Now Saginaw in the slot. Saginaw cuts to the outside, and that one, a couple of them there, goes a little wide. Now Brown back for Saginaw. Saginaw walking back in. He couldn't get around his man. Picking it back up is Blind River. Through the neutral zone they go. It's Danilov. Danilov walks in, takes a shot. Champagne making a good save there. Dawson the other way. Dawson flips that one around the perimeter. Saginaw on the far side. Saginaw back for Dawson behind the net. Dawson plays it for Pereira behind the net. Now Pereira back to Gray. Gray lines up the shot, takes it in the slot. Saginaw, he scores! It's a hat trick for Ryan Saginaw, the pride of Pittsburgh ×3, his 26th of the season.
Now that bounced around. I wasn't sure if Dawson got his stick on it, but it looks like that one was all Saginaw as he led the parade back to the bench.
And look at that, Harrison Clements playing his part on the broadcast. He mentioned Saginaw's on hat-trick watch. It's his second of the season. The first since October 25th when he had 3 goals, 1 assist against the French River Rapids. Ryan Saginaw doing his part here. Now it looks like we're getting a change of stick. I thought the goaltenders might be changing, but they are not. Justin Sullivan, the backup who started the season in Iroquois Falls, has respectable numbers. He's 6-14 with a .415 goals against average and .898 save percentage. But he's still on the bench for now. 4-0. Voodoos lead. Boys going the other way. Ryan Saginaw accounting for 3 of those goals. The Voodoos scored 4 last night, and Dylan Roussel accounted for 3 of those goals. So this weekend, the Voodoos have scored 8 goals so far, and 2 players have accounted for 6 of them. I can do some math sometimes.
Yeah, numbers.
I have to restart my computer every now and then, though. Bringing it back. Pereira at the point. Pereira around his man, takes a shot. Nice save made there by Janicki. He's faced 36 shots so far in this game to the Voodoos, or to the Beavers getting 12 on Champagne.
Yeah, and I mean, 36 shots, then 4 goals. Some of them have been real good chances too that he's made saves on. Like he's not been slouching back there at all.
Off the draw, Dylan Roussel at the point takes a shot. Janicki making an impressive save on that one. As the puck still loose in the Beavers zone. Lefebvre back for Roussel. Roussel couldn't hold the line though as the puck is knocked away from him. Now Jarrett walking in. Jarrett 2-on-1, another play back. Good stick by Kratz. Perhaps one pass too many by the Beavers. Now Pereira centering this line right now of Bonsignor and Lefebvre. Pereira chasing after it. And Jarrett has it. Jarrett's pass picked off by the skate of Lefebvre, and now Bonsignor walks back in, takes a shot from distance. That one went wide. Now another chance, and the Beavers send it out of the zone. Brown with it in the neutral zone. Plays it to Bagley. Bagley flipping it in. And the puck with the Beavers in their own zone. Coming out from it, that's Julian Young. We heard from his billet dad in the intermission. Brown with his neck guard flailing in the wind. Gets it up for Bonsignor. Bonsignor tried to cut to the middle. He picked the top half of the net. However, there was no one there, or threw that one over the net. Now Jasoni leading the rush the other way. Jasoni skating in. Jasoni with another chance. He fanned on that shot. Beavers almost caught with too many men. Now Boats. Heard from his dad. And the puck bounces in. Jasoni off Jasoni. Saved by Champagne. We heard from Jeffrey Boats' dad in the intermission as well. 4-0 Voodoos lead. 13:47 left in this period.
And that was a little weird play that Champagne had to account for a bounce there, but he was able to hold on to it to face off to his blocker side.
Off the draw, Jasoni has it, playing it up for Barclay. Barclay's pass to the near side for Boyce was just behind him, so he's going to dump it in. Puck's thrown out front, nearly kicked towards the net, however, still picked up by the Beavers. Now flipping it down the ice it goes. Gray tried to get a piece of it. The puck will roll past him as he picks it up behind his net. Bruce Gray going for his skate. Plays it up for Pereira. Pereira got it to Barclay. Barclay couldn't quite get it to go where he wanted. Now Pereira on the near side, bounces away from him, picked up by the Beavers again. That's Hill. The other way, Hill. Walks in, leaves it for Danilov. Danilov with a shot. Champagne, they score! And the Beavers score as Island Danilov got that one, as Champagne got most of it, but it crept in behind him, so it's Danilov's 7th of the season. It's 4-1 now.
Yeah, and that was a weird bounce where it looked like it was off his pad and jumped up into his body and somehow got through, and I'm sure he would like, those weird bounce ones, where guys beat you good and honest, you can accept it, but those weird bounce ones are hard.
Well, we'll have to see if Champagne is able to bounce back from that. He's faced 14 shots, as you mentioned, no slouch in this one, but made 13 saves, and he was fantastic last night as well. Caleb Dawson with the puck in the corner. He doesn't just look good back there in his equipment, he plays good in that equipment.
Yeah, I love those pads.
Champagne with the puck, plays it up. Pereira gets to it at his blue line. Now he's going to carry it behind his net. Jax Pereira going for a skate, gets around his man. Pereira draws over 4 Beavers, gets it to Saginaw. Saginaw with a shot, Janicki with the save. Dawson was there on the rebound, but the puck was knocked away from him. Now Pereira, he takes a hard hit, played it around to Brown, but now the Beavers are going the other way on a makeshift 2-on-1. It's McDonald over to the far side. However, it's Demon who had it on his backhand, and while they had numbers, they couldn't quite get it towards the net.
And Gray is tied up with
Demon again. Public enemy number 1 for Powassan here tonight.
Yeah.
12-11 on the clock.
And now he's drawing at Jasoni. Yeah, he's seems like he's a bit of an agitator and has got something he wants to get a point across, but now the refs are went to the Blind River bench there, and I don't know if there was a question from the bench or if the ref was just saying, hey.
Well, it's no secret that the Beavers are having a bit of a down season from where they're usually at, but Kyle Brick, the head coach and GM, is one of the most respected voices in the NOJHL, and he's really turned around this Beavers organization, a team that went winless about 15 years ago in a season. He's really turned them around, and a couple of years later, they were in the NOJHL finals against these Voodoos. Although the Voodoos did sweep them in that series, I must add, to win the NOJHL in 2017. Kupel with the puck. He's taken off the puck. Now we're going to see a penalty coming here to Blind River. As now we see Bradley coming in.
Yeah, that was a big knee from Demon on him. And Bradley quickly stepped in for his teammates.
Well, we talk about agitators, and there's 2 of the biggest ones we have in this game, Heath Bradley and Magnus Demon on the other side. Demon's been public enemy number 1, like I mentioned just moments ago in this game.
And those knee-on-knee hits are dangerous.
Bradley's going to go too. Can't say I'm surprised. But
no. I mean, and that's one of those things where if this was a closer game, I'd say you got to have better control, and the refs are calling it, let it go.
Yeah.
When you're up a little bit, you want to make sure that the other team's not going to start taking cheap shots.
Oh, there's someone out there with the number 23 jersey. I think it's Justin Russo. I think he's got a new jersey. Yeah, Russo in jersey, and number 23 has got blood on his jersey is the message we got from General Manager Chris Dawson.
And I think that was, I saw him go back around. There was a high stick.
Oh, that would be it, yep. On the draw on the face-off in this power play. The Voodoos have 2 power play goals. They're 2 for 3. As the puck quickly down in the Voodoo zone. Bagley behind his net. He has Hill coming after him, but he quickly scampers away. Now it's up for Dawson. Dawson powers his way past LaFawn, but the puck is away from him. Bagley comes into the corner. Leaves it for Dawson. Dawson plays around on the far side. Saginaw will get there. Saginaw on the half wall. Looking through his options. Plays it back to the line for Bagley. Bagley back for Saginaw. Saginaw plays it in. It's given away though, but Saginaw gets it back. Good little stick, got it back momentarily, and now it's flipped back down the ice. And the puck catches an edge and goes right into the corner of the Voodoos zone, and the Voodoos will change power play units. Bagley behind his net. Plays it out front rather dangerously in front of Champagne.
Don't like that.
No. And now Roussel chasing after the puck. Russo in there as well. That's going to take some getting used to. Russo, far side, got it to Pereira. Pereira back to the near side for Boys. Boys had the puck hop away from him, though, as it bounced off the boards. And the Beavers will vacate the zone and get the puck down and kill some time. Less than a minute left on this man advantage. Kratz leaves it for his man Pereira. Pereira trying to turn on the Jets, skates through. Got it to the far side for Boys. Boys twisting and turning on the half wall. Plays it back for Russo. Russo to Kratz at the blue line. Kratz walks around his man, plays it to the near side. Boys was wide open on the doorstep. Just missed him. Now Roussel knocked off the puck, kept in though by the Voodoos. That was Kratz. Now it's played over Roussel. Good chance. Big save by Janicki on Jax Pereira. Absolutely robbed.
That was a beautiful save. That was a great play by Roussel to set up a great shot by Pereira. And, man, Janicki just got across and made that save and held on to it. We have, looks like seconds, possibly 3 or 8 left on this penalty.
I love the stanchion here at the Sportsplex. Off the draw, it's back to Kratz to Pereira again. Pereira back to Kratz. Kratz takes the shot. Janicki made the save as it hit a body. Now off the the penalty, we're back to 5-on-5. So Voodoos 40th shot against or on goal. Now Jarrett walking in. Jarrett cutting to the outside. Decides to go around behind the net. Tried to throw it out front. No one was there for his team though. And Pereira sends it down the ice. Back down, Roussel will send it. Barclay picking it up. Leaving it for Saginaw. Saginaw with a shot, and he picked his corner, but it went well wide on that one. Now Brown will pick it up in his own zone. 11 minutes gone here in the third period. The Voodoos lead 4-1. Shots on goal 40-14 in favor of Powassan. Now Barclay with a nice move to get around his man, going for a skate through the middle of the ice. Leaves it for Burnett. Burnett with a shot. Janicki with another save, and that'll bring us to a mid-period break, but we don't know if that's going to go, so we're just going to keep on talking. We're going to have a good old...
I think we have it.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 3, the back half of period number 3, that is. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by Ben Long. It's a 4-1 Voodoos lead in a game in which the Voodoos have felt like they've been in control this whole time, Ben.
Yeah, we have a nice palindrome on the shot clock with 41-14.
Look at that, Morthosaurus words.
Right? Big words, lots of letters.
The more syllables, the more you score.
Yep.
Like xylophone.
Yeah,
that was Mother Goose. Look at you go. I'm proud of you.
Me too sometimes.
You ever see that, like Mr. Rogers, like, I'm proud of you. That's what that is right there.
You've been all giving today, Courtney.
I am, yes. Boats gets it to his man McLean. McLean threw that one over the net as they had a good chance there. Crawled within 2. Now it's Boys. Boys tried to feather it back across. However, it was into the skates of the player right on him. As that's Boats actually in there. Boats knocked, or that's Schultz, sorry. Now it's Brown. Brown at the point, takes a shot. Janicki had to make a good save on that one as Bond Sr. got a stick on that before it got to him. Now playing it behind the net, Schultz has it. Schultz throwing it down the ice. And it's going to hit the end boards and go for icing as Gray was right there. Almost 12 minutes gone here in the third period.
And there is a net guard on the ice. Looks like it came from the Voodoos bench.
And it's being returned.
We have the Russo line. That 23 is weird to see.
It really is.
To the left-hand side, or the block side, the right-hand side of Janicki.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. 23 looks wrong on him. Although he was his number was 60-something when he played for the Trappers.
Yeah.
Also captain of the Trappers. Down the ice, Russo chasing after the puck. It's picked up by Jasoni. Jasoni just sends it down the ice, and Hurst will pick it up at the red line, dump it back in. Champagne made a blocker save on that one from distance. Now Gray flips it right back in. Bradley playing it down the ice, trying to get it to Russo. And it's flipped back into the Voodoo zone. Now Jasoni has Danilov on him, though. Danilov, the goal scorer. Hill with a chance. And Champagne making his best save of the game yet, as Hill was on the doorstep. And Hill, he's been dangerous for the Beavers this year. He's got 15 goals and 29 points in 33 games played going into tonight.
Yeah, and Dundas was in there digging, looking for any sort of loose puck that was going to be let out, but Champagne made sure there was no such thing.
7:19 on the clock. Beavers getting a couple of shots here late. Kratz plays it to Jasson, or to Roussel. Back for Kratz. Kratz up the ice is looking for Dawson. That one was well out of his reach, but Pereira's going to beat out the icing. Pereira back for Kratz. Kratz, chance on net. They score. Make it 4. It's Ryan Saginaw again. The pride of Pittsburgh, his 27th of the season.
He may very well make it to that 100-point mark first.
I think Dad has to come up for more visits now. For the record, he's standing right next to me, so I got to be kind of nice to Ryan Saginaw, I guess. He's okay. He's an okay hockey player. I don't know, why hasn't he gotten 5 goals yet?
Yeah, why hasn't he scored all of them?
Yeah. A 4-goal game for Ryan Saginaw. What a performance for 19 in white. Shot from distance by LaCroix is puts wide. You know what? His favorite NHL team could really use him right now, the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, they could use a lot of things.
Yeah, they're losing 2-1 to the Canucks right now, so they could use those 4 goals from Ryan Saginaw.
Yeah.
Burnett throws a knuckle puck in. Puck is loose. Janicki had to get some help from the defense on that one to knock it into him, as the puck was loose there with Burnett barreling down.
Yeah, and Burnett went right to the net, and because the puck was loose, and as soon as it was covered up, he made sure he got his hands up. I'm not digging here. I'm not doing anything I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing hard to the whistle.
Yeah. And, I mean, the Beavers pushed him out of the zone, but there wasn't any
animosity,
too much nefarious action there.
More thesaurus words.
Right? Big words. I know the best words.
I'm going to get you a thesaurus for Christmas next year.
I am a thesaurus.
Oh, there you go. I remember when I was young and they first introduced the thesaurus at us to school, and I was like, that's a weird sounding dinosaur. Oh, we like to have fun here. Puck down the ice again. Gray will be there first, so another icing call almost 14 minutes into this period. 6:05 left against the Beavers. It's a 5-1 game.
What kind of saurus?
Yeah.
The saurus.
No, it's not just a saurus, it's the saurus. It's like when you get guys, one of my favorite things about football is the starting lineups when they have them announced where they went to school.
Yeah.
And the guys put the emphasis on the Ohio State University or the Penn State University, and you're like, well, Penn State's just a terrible place to go. Why would you go there? Bruce Gray takes a shot from distance. Just turned aside. I say that because Ryan Saginaw loves Penn State University.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, he still owes me 2 boxes of Timbits because Ohio State beat Penn State, and that was the deal. And then he keeps saying to me, which bowl game did Ohio State win this year? And I said, doesn't matter. They won me 2 boxes of Timbits. I'm still waiting. That's my national championship this year.
That was way back.
Yeah, I forgot about it until yesterday when Harrison mentioned it.
I think that bet went longer than the Dallin Wakely Stakes.
It's getting pretty close, as we're going to get another penalty here. As Kupel tries to get down, and that's just Sony who's down. 5:21 left on the clock. And now I think he's just done for the night. I think it's Walker I think he's going to be told to go have a shower. Sony is up, though. He's talking to the referees, which is good to see.
Yeah, he went down hard and looked in rough shape, but he...
Oh, it's Jarrett, sorry, that's going off. He's done for the game.
But yeah, Sony's still upstanding on his own weight and looks like he's not leaving the game at all, so that's always good. You don't like seeing guys go into the boards weird and get hurt.
Oh, Sullivan is in the net. I apologize for however long I've been... Oh, they just switched. Okay. So Justin Sullivan's going to get in for the final 5 minutes and 21 seconds. It's a 5-minute major on the board. So for the rest of the game, pretty much, Powassan's going to be on the power play. And remember, with a major, even if they score, the power play's not over. But we're just going to see the Voodoos roll some lines here as we see Barclay with Boys and Burnett out there. So it's not a typical power play formation when you're up 5-1.
Yeah, when you're up 5-1 with just over 5 minutes left in the game.
And public address announcer Mike Brito standing here saying, hey, nobody's in the box. Somebody has to come and serve in the box. Beavers trying to figure out who they want to send. So the referee's talking to Kyle Brick. He sends his man over. So you're essentially down 2 players now as Danny McDonald's going to go. You lose Jarrett for the rest of the game, and you lose McDonald until the 21-second mark. Boys, off the draw. Brown plays it back for Begley. Now Barclay with it. Barclay to Begley. Begley couldn't quite get it, but now Barclay got it out, or got it in deep briefly, and now Brown's going to have to chase after it. McLean on Brown. Brown's twisting and turning behind his net. Looking through his options, leaves it for Begley. Begley up for Barclay. Barclay avoided a check there. And now Burnett with the puck. Back to the point for Brown. Brown plays it in again to Burnett for Boys. Boys back for Begley. Begley tried to throw that one towards the net. It hit a couple of bodies and was bounced down by the Beavers. And now Danilov will send it out, but not very far, as a reverse hit by Boys on that one knocked his man down. That was LaFawn, or McLean rather, who took the worst of that one, trying to throw the hit. Now Begley with it. Begley to Barclay. Barclay harassed all over, gets it back to Begley, who plays it to Gray. Gray takes the shot. Sullivan with the save. Rebound chance is put wide of the net. Now Begley has it again.
And ref's arms up for another delayed call.
Yeah, Dawson took some abuse down there, and Barclay's going to get it. And now we'll see the call as it's going to be a 5-on-3 for the next 2 minutes, unless the Voodoos score.
It's a trip called on that one. We'll have a face-off in the Beavers' end again.
Well, we'll have to see with Saginaw on the ice if he gets 5.
Yeah.
It's actually a double minor. So for the rest of the game, it's essentially a 5-on-3.
Oh, that's rough.
What
I mean, if they score after 2, if they
That's
score in
true.
2 minutes, it drops down to 2. And
That
then
was-
if they score after that, it ends.
Last night, the Voodoos had a double minor, and Timmins scored with 2:08 on the penalty, and it was like, oh. So only really lost 8 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Bruce Gray, his slew footing is the call. That might carry a suspension, too. Now Pereira with the puck, carrying it in. Pereira stops up. Feeds it back to Saginaw. Saginaw, with the golden stick tonight, plays it back to Gray. Gray back for Saginaw. Saginaw, near side for Pereira. Pereira flips it back to Gray. Gray takes a shot. That one stopped by Sullivan. Now it's Pereira. Pereira, sharp angle chance. Couldn't get that one to go. Gray again from Jasoni. Back for Saginaw to Gray again. Gray takes a shot. He scores! Bruce Gray, his first as a Voodoo. It's his 7th of the season.
I mean, with 5-on-3, you have such a huge advantage, like exponentially advantage over a one-man advantage. And yeah, they just had some good passing around, and he got a good shot there. I thought it might have been tipped in front of the net. I don't know if the defense got on a stick on it or something, but it looked like it moved a little weird, but that found the back of the net.
Well, there was still over 3 minutes left on that double minor, so now it just cuts down to 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So it'll still be And the Beavers didn't get the memo as they put Demon back on the ice. It's still a 5-on-3. So Demon is being sent back to the bench.
And that clock hasn't been adjusted yet.
No, they did move down to 2 minutes.
No. Oh, the bottom one,
Yeah,
Okay,
the bottom one.
I see.
Yes. I know the stanchion is tricky. I don't like it either. Kupel. Got it back to Kratz. Marcus Kratz walking the line. Plays it to the far side. Roussel near side got it to Kupel. Kupel got it off the heel of his stick. And now the Beavers get the puck out. Kratz. For Russo. He leaves it for Roussel. Back for Kratz to Roussel with a shot. That one over the net as Roussel locked and loaded on that one. Now Roussel to Russo. Russo playing back to Roussel. To Kratz again. Roussel wound up for the one-timer, and that one was bouncing on him, so he didn't get a good shot away. Russo back to Roussel again. For Russo. Playing it to the near side. Kratz. Got it in again. Russo to Kratz. Kratz playing it back in for Russo. Russo played it out front for Bradley. Now Roussel will get it on the far side. Less than a minute on the 5-on-3. Roussel plays it back for Russo. Now to Kratz. Kratz walks in, tried to make a move. Plays it back. It's on the far side now for Russo to Roussel. Roussel for Kratz. Kratz with a lane. Walks in, tried to feather it back door. And Bradley just missed it. Now Bradley with the puck again. Bradley throws it back to the point for Kratz. Kratz tried to get a shot away, and now it's picked up with a shorthanded chance going the other way for the Beavers. Rojo Bolton takes a shot from distance. That one's blocked aside by Champagne. And now Roussel skating the puck back in. Roussel leaves it for Lefebvre. Lefebvre looked for a pass. He decided to shoot. It's off a body and back to the blue line. Kept in by Bagley to Lefebvre. Lefebvre to Bagley. Back for Roussel with a shot. Rebound was right there on the doorstep and is turned aside. Now it's just a 5-on-4 power play. Lefebvre back for Bagley. Now Lefebvre, sharp angle chance is turned aside by the Beavers. Puck is loose, and now it's knocked down the ice by the Beavers. Dundas sends it down into the Voodoo zone. Bagley will get a piece of it. Now we'll see a penalty against Powassan with 54 seconds left, and I must say, whoever decided, Peter Goulet, to put Russo and Roussel on the same out there at the same time is really mean to me.
Yeah, that's a tricky one there.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
We got 2 minutes for slashing. I think I saw there's Bond Senior.
It is Bond Senior, yeah.
Now the face-off now to...
It'll be 4-on-4 for about 20 seconds.
And then...
Oh. Well, somebody said something they shouldn't have said. And the fans over here heard it. I don't know if the broadcast caught it, but I heard it in my headset.
There's someone going still, though. I can't see who it is, but...
Brown with the puck in his own zone. Plays it back. Nearly lost it, though, as he's hauled down. That's Walker. Walker got it to Boys, though. Boys plays it up. Missed Bagley. That'll go for icing as we're still 4-on-4. It's got to be mere seconds left.
Yeah, maybe 1 second. I can see the straight line of the one side, and it's a 0 on the other side.
Yeah, well, we'll see here in just a second. Boys, and yep, there it is. So the Voodoos iced it with a second left on their man advantage. Shot on goal, blocked, couldn't get through to Champagne. Another chance out front, and that one bounces away. 10 seconds on the clock, and the Voodoos are going to pick up another victory here. 6-1 this time against the Blind River Beavers. And that's a 4-point weekend for the Voodoos, beating Timmins last night, 4-1. And now Blind River 6-1. Big weekend, big games for the Voodoos. And the trainer, J.J. Johnson, has out-trained them again.
Yeah, he sure got them trained real good.
Shots on goal, 50-17 in favor of the Voodoos to finish this one. And Ben, before we wrap things up or get our 3 stars, which I think we all know who number 1 is, what's your final thoughts on this one?
I mean, 4 goals, big night for Ryan Saginaw. And then we got a couple first goals on the Voodoos for other players, I think.
Yeah, Jasoni and Gray.
Yeah, so that was, big night for a lot of guys. I'm sure with Saginaw, with his dad being in attendance, who's not able to make it to all the games, I'm sure that's a nice thing to have.
The players did good by their family members this weekend because Roussell's grandparents were here yesterday, and he scores the hat trick, and now Saginaw's parents, or dad's here anyways.
We just have to get more parents in the building,
yeah.
I think.
And his grandfather's here as well.
Yeah.
Rocking the black jersey.
Nice.
Yeah, everyone loves that black jersey.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, you missed it. You missed it.
I know I did.
I like to point that out, though. As we get ready for the 3 stars. I don't know what's going on. A couple of the players are waiting to go. And now Game Day Steve's coming out on the ice as well. I have no idea what's going on. Anyways, yeah, we're ready for the 3 stars here. Again, I think I know who number 1's going to be. It looks like it's all Voodoos.
From the Voodoos, number 10, Caleb.
So Caleb Dawson is number 3, as he has another big night here for the Voodoos. As he has to skate down to the other end. They're making him work.
Oh, they're presenting awards for the 3 stars tonight, I guess?
It looks like it.
The second star from the Voodoos, number 12.
And Jax Pereira is the second star. So the line of Dawson, Pereira, and Saginaw cleaning up all 3 stars here tonight. And now Pereira has to go for a skate too. And finally, never heard of this guy before, Ryan Saginaw, number 1 star on a big performance, but they're...
And the first star from the Voodoos, number 19, Ryan Saginaw.
The pride of Pittsburgh himself, skating down the ice, Ryan Saginaw again. 4-goal night. Absolutely fantastic showing by Ryan Saginaw here in the Powassan Sportsplex. Again, a big victory for the Voodoos, 6-1. A big 4 points in their quest to climb up the standings here in the NOJHL. Ben, your final thoughts before we go?
Yeah, I mean, that was, if you drop how you want a game to go, I think that's kind of the epitome of how you want it to go. There's a few little things that I'm sure a couple guys would like to have changed, but again, in a 6-1 win, everyone looks like a winner.
All right, that's going to do it here from the Powassan Sportsplex. We won't see you again until February 13th, and then you get to spend Valentine's Day with us again on February 14th.
Ooh.
For only 2 games in February. We have 5 home games left before the end of the season.
Really?
Yeah, it's getting down to crunch time here.
Yeah.
As the best season of them all is right around the corner, and that's playoff hockey season.
Yeah, and the Voodoos are picking up steam at the right time. So
They are indeed. Last year, it was the Voodoos who limped into the playoffs as they didn't have a very good second half.
Yeah.
As big win for the Voodoos here again on home ice. I'm Courtney Kenny. He's Ben Long, and of course, always our camera operator, Mike Brown.
Happy
birthday, Mike. What a way to celebrate it with a 6-1 Voodoos win here on his birthday. Anyways, we'll see you again at the Sportsplex in a couple of weeks' time.